So welcome back to On the Couch with Tony and Nikki, where this month we of course are talking about, if you remember, money and sex and the challenges with both. And this particular video is really about those that have just got enough, so just enough cash. But also it's like, is it enough? It's just about okay in the bedroom as well.
Yeah, so what we're suggesting is if you're just getting enough to get by, you're probably just getting enough to get by in the bedroom too. And so, starting off, as we normally do, with men and how that impacts on their lives, both single and in a relationship, and also how it impacts on women.
Indeed.
So men. So the first thing is, what men tend to do when they're just getting enough to get by is they're normally driven fairly by security, to getting secure. So they worry a lot, they're thinking about the what-ifs a lot, aren't they? And often what they're doing is not giving enough time, definitely no quality time, definitely no romance time to their woman if they're in a relationship. And also they show up in a certain way if they're single. So...
Yeah, I think the thing is that, a man in a relationship is just getting by. Life's like, that feels tough, doesn't it? It feels hard work, and often these people are hard working, They're getting up early, going to bed late, trying to, maybe they've got more than one job, and really, struggling sometimes to make ends meet. But that means, again, that they're not giving enough time to their woman, because their focus will be very much on, just getting by, as we say. So then, when they go to the bedroom, of course, they're either tired, worn out, they're not giving time to their woman, and that's what she really needs, of course, if you want to have that great connection that we all seek and so desire. Yeah,
also, the other thing that we've noticed with men who are in this kind of situation is they put a lot of attention to making sure everything's secure. So they'll be like about, they'll be worrying about the price of housing, won't they? And they'll be going, is my job secure? And how do I give enough attention to my business so that absolutely we keep safe and secure? And of course, this doesn't like to work for women. And if you're a single man and you go out looking like that, as it were, and showing up like that, what that means is you're not looking confident, you're not looking charismatic.
Yeah, I think we've classically seen it where men will go, I'll get in a relationship once I've got myself sorted out, which sounds great, but of course their need for sex and their need for connection and love is so great that they often get in little relationships where they won't get committed. The woman's looking for commitment and the man's going, well, I'll get committed, when I've got enough money. This is not a good situation to get into. So we can definitely be helping you with those, on our course, our sort of home study courses we talk about. We're going to help you with solutions to these particular challenges. So.
Yes, absolutely. Now, with women, obviously, as always, women are very different. Now, what happens with a woman is kind of just enough to get by is actually that might give her a great feeling of security, but she'll feel fed up. She'll feel kind of bored often, and also she'll be kind of, but there's something missing from my life. I haven't got the romance in my life. I haven't got the intimate relationship that I want. I might be in a relationship, but it's not really meeting my needs. It's not really meeting my needs, or I'm single and I'm like looking for a relationship, but I need to be certain. I want to. Yeah. We have women, don't we, who say, I need to be guaranteed that I'm going to be safe if I go into that relationship. Well, of course, this isn't great energy to give out. So often women who are single, who are just about getting enough to get by. Again, I was coaching somebody, wasn't I? And she's going, I've got enough to pay the mortgage, right? And I've got enough to, and I'm fine. But everything had to be about making sure that she kept that level of lifestyle. And of course, this gives off, as a single woman, this gives off a very a negative kind of energy. And men are kind of going, this woman is very security driven. And the likelihood is, as a woman, is you'll meet other men, you'll meet men who are doing the same thing. And that often leads, so we get on to talk about when we're in a relationship, is that often the woman gets bored. Because it's all about staying safe.
Yeah, this is definitely where frustration sets in. Sexual frustration. Yes. Because again, a woman. What many men don't understand is that women need to be loved. They need to have that intimacy. And we have so many women, emailing us on the phone to us, going, he just doesn't want to be intimate with me, or if he does, it's just quick sex and off again. And that's not what a woman's looking for. Like Nikki says, she's looking for romance. But what does that look like? So we can definitely help you with that. If you're in any way frustrated with your sexual life, very often it'll be related to cash. How amazing is that? So there you go. covered it all.
I think it has.
Well,
I mean, you know, when we're talking about some of the solutions, which we can talk about in loads of detail on our home study course,
absolutely,
is that, you know, we're talking about, you know, getting more easygoing about life, more fun, giving quality time to each other, quality, you know, and showing up in a different way if you're single. So
if any of that sounds like you, and you're going, you know, absolutely, I'm frustrated, I'm bored, there's no passion in my life, and whether you're a man or a woman, single or in a relationship, you know, we can definitely help you. You need to get on that home study course, which basically involves you listening to us like this, but for much longer, where we're going to give you very specific solutions. We give you paperwork to go with it, so that you can identify exactly where you are, and you'll identify exactly where you want to go, and we'll help you bridge that gap.
And then there's a conference call.
Every month there's a conference call.
And if you can't make it,
we'll send it to you anyway. But, you know, it's an opportunity to talk to our top trainers and ask them questions. You know, you're going to get loads of stuff each month from us, but it's like, okay, you've got somebody to physically talk to on the phone, type in, ask your questions, and they'll be there to answer those for you. So there you go, that's it. Next week we're going to be back with our final money and sex challenge, which is really where wealthy people come in. You know, I'm wealthy, but you know, I haven't got it all. There's stuff missing in my life, and so many people think, actually, interestingly enough, that money is the solution to their happiness. But of course, you know, on the home study course, we'll be definitely sharing with you how you can sense and feel that great happiness and joy and love that we all seek inside without the cash. It can be done. So we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.